Navigation in Cloud for Customer and the three user interfaces that are currently available. So in order to access your Cloud for Customer systems, you are provided with an URL. An URL is usually of the type HTTPS, my 6-digit number, which is individual for every tenant, crmondemand.com. Then, depending on the settings done in your system, you will be directed to one of the three interfaces. The different interfaces are HTML5 based interface, Microsoft Silverlight interface, or the newest, the responsive UI. I'll now first log into the HTML5 interface, which is the most common and the most used between our customers. The advantage of the HTML5 user interface is that firstly it runs on multiple platforms. That means including the mobile device platforms. This is not happening and not available for the Microsoft Silverlight interface. Also, when using HTML5, you are creating a plug and play solution, meaning it's not necessary to install any additional software. So you just log in and you are ready to use your system. Again, that's not the case for Microsoft Silverlight, but you will see that in a bit. Okay, about what you are seeing currently on the screen. This is an SAP test system. My user is an administrator, so it has full visibility. What you see above are called the work centers. You can navigate between them like this via the arrows, or clicking on the three dots, you get the full list of available work centers. So if I click on marketing, for example, I'm in marketing work center, and target groups, contents, campaigns, etc. These are the work center views. On the left hand side, you have the toolbar. This is mostly for ease of access. So you have the quick creates here, quick create new opportunity, quick create new product, for example, or the home button, or here is the enterprise search. Both the work centers and the toolbar are governed by your accessibility, by your access rights and visibility. So as I mentioned, for example, now I see a lot of icons here because I'm an administrator. Usually with a sales rep, for example, business role, you will not see all these possibilities. So a sales rep will probably not be able to create new products. So automatically the new product option from the toolbar will disappear. The toolbar itself, it's not customizable, so you cannot hide things or rearrange them. For it, what you see is what you get. On the right hand side, you have the pane. Most interesting one is the help center, in my opinion. Here you have access to the documentation relevant. You can search by term, let's say HTML5, and we will be redirected to the relevant documentation for HTML5. When it works. needed another enter. Okay, so these are hyperlinks. If I click on them, you will see that you are prompted to the library. This takes a while because the servers for the system that I'm using are in the US. So yeah, it's a bit more complicated. Okay, so this takes a while. I'll just minimize it. We can watch it later. Okay, also it's nice to know that from the help center it's the place where you report your incidents. So if an issue occurs, for example, you get suddenly a short dump and trying to create a new target group, you just click again on the help center, what I did before, report incident. And the nice thing is that the system captures the place where you were when reporting the incident. So if it's a short dump, you already get the report incident button automatically in the error message. But if it's not a short dump, it's just unexpected behavior, it will automatically capture the screen, and you can highlight the issue. You can say the issue is it wasn't created by the smoke. You can add a comment, and here is where you explain what you actually need. Okay, so you get system messages. The system message is saying that the downtime will start at 9 on the 9th of April. The downtime is occurring because the system is undergoing a new update. Since we are here, the C4c systems are updated every 3 months with a new version. The versions are called, for example, 1602. That means year 2016. 02 means month, so it's February 2016. They are now applying the 2016 May version. They are now updating the systems with 1605, so the May version. Before each release, there are presentations held by people from SAP. So it's both for customers and internal SAP, in which they show the main features that will be implemented in the new release. Also, if you find bugs while testing, if the bug is affecting more users, more systems, not only your system, they usually implement a hot fix when they also upgrade the system. Okay, the test tenants are the first that get upgraded. So they are upgraded. For example, now they will be up on the customer test tenants will be upgraded on the 23rd of April. And then after 2 weeks, the production tenants must be upgraded. During those 2 weeks, the customers are supposed to do regression testing in their test tenants to see if something was changed and if the new upgrade is impacting their processes, and to report that as soon as possible to SAP so that they can investigate and to make sure that you do not have any severe errors in production system afterwards. Okay, this, as I said, it's an internal test tenant, so that's why it will get updated before the customer test tenants. They do that so people from SAP are able to also test. This is mostly to test if standard processes are affected or if test. They have designated people to test the new functionalities after implementing them in the tenants. And now we have to go back to the presentation of the screen. Okay, so as I said, until now we have work center view, toolbar, pane. Let us open an object, for example, an opportunity. I chose it randomly. It's not relevant that it's an opportunity. I want to show you how the screen looks like inside. So in an opportunity, but as I said, it's the same for an account, for example. Whatever you have on your left hand side is called the header level. I know it's not like in on-prem, but that's the way it is. This is very useful to know because when you'll be creating reports, you will have data sources saying that this data source refers to header details. When it says header details, it means that it contains whatever is filled in these fields here. These are called tabs. Same, you can just navigate through them or select them by choosing the three dots. You have the edit, you have various possibilities. Now let's see the other option, which is the Microsoft Silverlight option. So in order to reach Microsoft Silverlight, you can use Adapt and launch in Microsoft Silverlight. Another option is to have the URL for Microsoft Silverlight bookmarked already, so you can access it directly. But this is very useful mostly for administrator or for the configuration team, of course, the implementation team. Silverlight is trying to be Silverlight is still relevant because of configuration. So for the end users, most people choose HTML as a preferred client. But for configuration purposes, you cannot do that via HTML5 interface. So the administrators still need to work in Microsoft Silverlight. So I clicked on Launch in Microsoft Silverlight. And now a new page opens. Another mention I need to make is that if you didn't use it before and you don't have it already installed, when you access Microsoft Silverlight interface for the first time, you will need to download and run the Microsoft Silverlight add-in in order to be able to use this. And also, Microsoft Silverlight is only working in Internet Explorer. And for performance issues not related to Microsoft or anything, but to C4c, it is recommended to use Internet Explorer 11. So the HTML5 interface you can use in both Chrome, Internet Explorer, and Mozilla Firefox. But the Silverlight, no, just Internet Explorer. Okay, let's make this large. Yet again, you have the same positioning. These are the work centers. The difference is that, okay, so this is when I tried to open the documentation. It's not working for the moment. Usually it's working. As you can see here, if I want to open sales, let's open marketing. Sales already opened. I opened marketing. I have the work center views here aligned horizontally. In Silverlight, you need to click on the work center or hover above it. If you click, you will go to the first option from the list, which in this case is target groups. And to go to one of the other options, you can see here you don't have them horizontally. You need to hover over the work center name and select the desired object. Okay, so here also you have the toolbar, the panes, this is the same. The difference is in the work centers, as I mentioned. You will find here the administrator work center, which is not to be found in HTML, at least not yet. You'll find the business configuration, where all scoping and all configuration fine-tuning activities are taking place. Also, this is where you import migration templates. So this is important, and you cannot find it in HTML5 either. The business analytics. This is for designing reports. You can use reports, of course, in your HTML5 interface, but you do not have the option to create your reports here, to actually design them. I mean, you only have the possibility to use already created reports and to modify them. Application and user management is also on Work Center, only available in the Silverlight version. Okay, here again you have quite important activities configuration related. Okay, in adapt and company settings, if you go to client, you'll see preferred client, and you have here the possibility to choose between HTML and Silverlight. This means that if Silverlight would be chosen here, the next time I log in with the URL, the simple one, I will be prompted directly to Silverlight and not to HTML. Okay, this is about everything. They also have this so this is about everything. You also have here this beta administration. This is a new work center. It's not quite new, but they're still working on it, and this is the central place that they desire to have in the future as full administrator capabilities. Okay, so this is about everything. Also, you have the organizational management. Sorry, I forgot about it. From here, you can create your organizational structures and create job definitions in the system. But the third user interface option is the responsive UI. This is the newest user interface available in SAP. And is the most nice and modern, and it's the most modern one and the most user friendly, I think. This is a separate URL, so you need to have this URL in particular if you want to access the responsive UI. You cannot do it directly from HTML like you can do for Silverlight. And you need to go directly into the responsive UI. As you can see, it's quite different from the other two. It has a corresponding app in the iPad for the iPad. It has a corresponding app for mobile. Here you have the work centers placed on the left hand side. It's more similar to the CRM on-prem UI. You navigate like this. And you no longer have this refresh button here or the new here. You'll have them here. I don't have the new button because the employees are not created from here, but I have the actions bar to refresh and export to Microsoft Excel. But now it's the three dots. The search bar is now here. You no longer have your toolbars, as you can notice. If we open an opportunity again, this screen will also be different from what you saw in HTML5. So here in the overview tab, if you click on more, these are all the fields from header level, and here they are actually at header level. These are the tabs, and to edit you click on the pencil. Now you're in edit mode. So the responsive UI is the newest of the three interfaces. Not all of the customers have implemented it already because they have their users just getting friendly with the HTML5, so they don't want another major change. This is mainly everything that I had to share about the three user interfaces available in C4c for the moment, and also about navigating through the screens in C4c. Thank you for listening and hope you found it useful.